Hey everyone, this is Rod. Thank you again for tuning in. I wanted to share something I learned really important just a couple of months ago, which is, do you see yourself there? My wife had asked me that a couple of months ago, and when she asked me that, it actually irritated me a little bit when she asked me, do I see myself there? And the reason why is because, we were at a Starbucks. We were at one of my favorite places, and we call it like a date night, but we do it in the morning. We go for Starbucks. It only costs us like $5 to $7, and we sit there for like 30 minutes to an hour, and that's when we just kind of, we just it's just fun. We just talk and we share things. We share our week. We share whatever we want to share. And on this particular day, I'm sharing with her, some of my goals that I have for the upcoming year. And she listened patiently. And when I was done sharing what my goals are, she says, "Do you see yourself there?" And I was a little stunned by that question. I was like, and I actually thought it was a silly question. I'm like, "Do you see myself there?" I mean, you must not know me. I mean, she's known me my whole life. We've been married a long time. You must not know me if you're going to ask me a question like that. Do I see myself there? So then I overdid it. I started explaining some other stuff that I did, and I'm being funny, but I'm overdoing it. So I started talking about, because I usually don't talk this way. I started talking about, are you kidding me? I got a degree in marketing back in the day, Then I went back to school and got a MBA. Do I see myself there? I write goals every year, and I follow up with my goals every year. Are you kidding me? Hey, I've written 2 books. I'm working on my 3rd book. Do I see myself there? Are you serious? So I kind of had a little attitude as I'm talking to him. Like I said, I'm being funny and I'm overdoing it because I usually don't talk in this way when I'm talking with her or anybody else. But I'm just explaining all these things and accomplishments that I've had. And but she was patient with me. And then she asked the question again. So now I'm stunned. It's like, I just told you all this stuff I did. And I tell her this. I just told you all this stuff I did. And you asked me the question again, which was, do you see yourself there? I'm like, why you ask me that again? I just told you all the stuff I do. I just told you I set these goals. I'm telling you what my goals are now. And then she went on to explain the reason why she's been so successful in her career, in her life, because she sees herself there. She sees herself winning. She sees herself accomplishing that goal. She sees herself in that end result. She visualizes herself and she sees herself. And just to give you a little bit of background about my wife was married at a very young age. It didn't last very long. I think a couple years. She divorced, but she had a beautiful, beautiful young girl, which is my oldest daughter. And so she was a single parent for a little bit. She was a single parent when I met her. But even so, my wife, and not to mention that my wife wasn't able to go to college, so she doesn't have like that formal education, though she's very educated. So, the odds were just against her. But you know what? She was very successful in corporate world. To be successful in corporate world can be challenging sometimes. It can be rewarding but challenging sometimes. But she was very successful. So she explained to me the reason why she's been so successful because she sees herself there. She visualizes herself. She sees herself there. She sees herself winning. She sees herself accomplishing those goals, whatever her goals are. And I thought, you know what? And so she asked me again, do you see yourself there? And I thought about it for a moment. And you know what? I had to answer her honestly. I had to get inside myself for a moment. I said, do I see myself there? I set goals. I set goals all the time. I have a to-do list that I set all the time. But do I really see myself there? Do I see myself accomplishing that? I don't. I don't see myself there. I have goals. I've told you guys before. I have this goals that I want to lose 15 pounds. And I tactically set up this goal to lose this 15 pounds, but there's one piece missing. I don't see myself with the weight loss. I don't see myself there. That's the key component missing. I told you before, I wrote 2 books, but I'm writing this 3rd book. But I have strategy wise, I know how to get there, and I'm writing how to get there. But what's missing is, do I see myself there? I don't see myself there. I don't see myself accomplish this goal with this book. I don't see people reading this book. I don't see people getting excited about that book. And so that's like a lack of motivator. To see yourself there is a motivator. And that's my key component I was missing. I learned a lot from her that day. So that's my message to you guys. Like when you set these goals or when you go out throughout your life, just make sure that you see yourself there. You got to see yourself winning. You got to see yourself accomplishing that goal. You got to see yourself doing whatever it is that you do. So anyway, that's all I have for you. And once again, I want to thank you all for listening.